Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is June 2023, second variant, paper 1. So let's start. Equation of curve is given here. Okay. And curve passes to the point 45, and we have to find equation of curve. What is method? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All of you know, students, when we differentiate y, we get dy over dx. Differentiate. But if you want to go back, I have to integrate. Okay, so if I am on a derivative and I'm on this level, I have to go back. What I will do, integrates. When I integrate both sides, I will get here what, students? Y. Right hand side, I will show this kind of working. All right, and further, you know, you can't integrate, you are bound to bring it up. So x minus 3 power becomes negative 3. And what is the basic way of integration? You know it very well. Increase the power by 1. So when I increase, it means that if I add 1, it gives us 2, negative 2. And divided by negative 2 into base derivative, which is 1. So this is very clear. And plus c, always we write. And this 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Okay, when we proceed further, so what happens, students? So this is negative, and for your knowledge, 2 by negative 1 or negative 2 are same. So negative 2, and this power to negative, how to make it positive? Bring in denominator. And ultimately, we get x minus 3 to power 2. Okay, now I can say here, put x value 4 and y value 5. From where I got it? From here. So when I plug in 4, 5 and 4, so negative 2 and 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 square is 1. And I get negative 2. Negative 2 goes left hand side, becomes 7. So plug in back in equation number 1. This will come here. And alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen that you understood, I believe, inshallah. And this is our final answer. So this question is over, and let's go for next question. He's saying coefficient of x power 4 in this expansion is p. It means I will go for x power 4 coefficient. Okay, so, and I think there's nothing hard. We can try like this. Basically, what is the formula? 6C0. Okay, I'm writing it below. 6C0, then 6C1, then 6C2, 63. But you know, here x comes, so it start from 6 minus 0 come on the power 6. So here power 5, here power 4. It means we are doing correct. I repeat my words again, no need to expand further. So this x will come in each first bracket. This a will go in each second bracket. Okay, the difference of 6 and 0 will come in first number, and 0 will go directly in second number. Again, 6 and 1 difference come up. So I'm writing here 6 minus 1. And 1 comes directly here. 6 and 2 subtraction comes here, and 2 directly here. So no need to waste our time because he said that x4 coefficient is p mentioned by him. So I will just type this only in calculator. Okay, and 6C2, you know it very well, is a 15. So this is a 15. So I'm writing 15, and is 6 minus 4 x power 4 and a square. So I have no need to solve these values. Okay, so I can say that as coefficient of x power 4 is p, because he mentioned here. So this, don't take x power 4, 15a square I will take from here. So 15a square equals to p. This is done, and same way I will go for next plan. And what is the next plan? If we can see x square coefficient in this expansion. So students, I have to go for x square coefficient in the expansion of the second variable. So have a look, students, how we can get it, because this time of this one. So a x to power 4, sorry, 4, and you know it very well, 4c0, then 4c1, then I think so, because looking for x square, then 4c2, enough. Okay, and what is method, students? We can go for it now. After this, you know, this ax will come in each first bracket. This 3 will go in second, each second bracket, and the 4 and 0 subtraction will come here, and 0 come here. 4 minus 1, 1 come here. 4 minus 2 and 2. It is a very clear. He said x squared coefficient is equals to q. I will not waste my time. I'll just find x squared coefficient, because 4 minus 2 is 2. So I'm taking this 2 to the power a, it means a square. 2 to the power x, it means x to the power 2. And 3 to the power 2 is 9. So as coefficient of x to the power 2 is given by him is q. And don't take x square, it means 9a square. So I will take 9a square. 9a square equals to q. So these two equations I have now. And according statement, he said p plus q is equal to 276. So this equation I take from here and I copy here. Okay, students. So now I'm going to plug in. What I'm going to plug in? So this value of p is coming here. So 15a. And q is 9a square. I'm copying. And 276 will go left hand side. So I believe all points are very clear. 276 equals to 0. Reorder 9a square plus 15a negative 276 equal to 0. After this, what is the next plan? Simple apply quadratic formula. Okay. So 1 minute now. I have to go for, is it 276? Yes, it's correct. Okay, 276. And yeah, is it correct? And maybe let me check here. Yeah, I missed one thing. 4c2 is missed, okay? And what is 4c2 is 6. So 6 nines are 54. This is a symbol. And this is why I'm writing here 54. So 54. Yeah. Okay, wait. I got 54a square. 54a square. Okay. So 54a square. So I have it now, 54 a square. So no need to bring it on other side. It means that keep it there. Okay. And if we add these two, 9 plus 54, sorry, it's not 9, it's 15. Okay. And if we add these two, I get what? 69 a square. 69 will divide, I get 4. If I take a root of both sides, I get a plus and minus 2. But he said possible value. Sometimes he say positive, and sometimes say negative, but he said both values. I hope so. The concept is clear. Let's go for next question. Express this in this format. I have two options. Either I can plug them equal to each other, or second option, I can do without even that. I can do direct. Okay, from these two terms, no need to take all three, two terms, what is common, and this number, what, because we see A is outside, so 4 outside common out. I believe up till here, very clear idea. Okay, and when you talk further, what is that? Plus P, and afterwards, what is our next plan? You know, completing square criteria. We always take half of 6. We got a 3, and that 3 students, I take a square of this 3, I get a 3 power 2. And 3 power 2 I will add here. First add, then subtract. Always add first. And for your knowledge, these three terms will combine. How combine, I show you. X come from here, 3 come from here, and negative sign come from here. So ultimately, if I check it carefully, I get it what? X minus 3. And this negative 3, I mean negative 9 comes from here. This 4 multiply here and multiply with that. I get 4 times to x minus 3 whole square, and 4 nines are 36. And if you look at carefully, so okay, just rearrange. This is not compulsory what I'm going to do. Okay, this change the places them just only. So if you compare with that, so this is value of A, this is value of B, and this is value of C. And he was asking that C given to B in terms of P. So we have to find. So C value is becoming what? P minus 36. Let me read again. He said C to be given in terms of the P constant. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I believe the point is very, very clear. And let's go to the next plan. Hence or otherwise, I mean, we can use a previous answer or set of values, or otherwise you can use set of value P for which this equation has no real roots. Okay, no real roots. What is the way to find no real roots? If you okay, if I directly, because you often you know it, no real root means B square. Okay, what is A value from here? 4 I can see from here. B value is minus 24, get from here. C value is P. As near root means no real root, B square minus less than 0. I think I can apply this. I'm doing otherwise because some students confuse. So I think this is better way which I'm trying. Okay. And if you look at carefully, 24 to power 2 is 576 and minus 16p. So minus 16p and here 5 minus 576. And if we divide it by it, okay, and you can see here this p, and when I divide negative 16 below, you know, so what student, what happened? This is very clear. Inequality sign will change, okay, and if you divide by 16, I get a 36. So this is my answer. Okay, and I believe you understanding. Let's go for next question. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, always criteria we have. What is this power double here come? For example, if I have a 8 p to power 12 plus 4 p to power 6 plus 1 equal to 0. So double power we have here. And this double power. Whenever double power comes, so we can do this special technique. And what is that technique? I'm going to show you, and we take the middle part equal to any variable, like x cube is equals to any variable. I take k. If I square both sides, student, like this. So here k, here 3 inside, 3 to the 6. So this is I mean to say x to the power 6 is k square. I'm writing 8k square plus 215 k because x cube is k, and minus 27 equal to 0. Okay, I can apply, have two options, either quadratic formula or factorization. So I think so I will go for quadratic formula. Okay, negative b plus and minus b square minus 4a c by 2a. And when I apply the formula, I'm getting two answers. I'm saving my time. For first k answer I'm getting is coming, if I check in calculator, it is coming negative 27 and 1 over 8. Is game over? No. I will plug in both here. So it means finally I get x cube equals to minus 27 and x cube is equal to 1 over 8. Cube will go there, become cube root, and cube root of minus 3 is minus 3. Minus 27 is minus 3. And here I got 1 over 2. And I believe the points are very, very clear. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So let's go for next part. Next question number 5 we have, he said that this equation of curve is given. So curve with x-axis given is 0 and 4, area. So whenever we have talked about area about x-axis, so when we integrate from curve till x-axis full area, we get it. So what, let's start. So area basically formula what we have about x-axis, x1 below, x2 up, y dx. So what is x1 0? What is x2 4? What is y this? So I'm going to plug in the values 0 to 4 and 10 x to power half minus 5 over 2 x to power 3 by 2. So let's start. Okay, so let's see how we can get it. increase the power by 1, so half already become 3 by 2, and divide by 3 by 2. And what is the situation here is power 3 by 2, to add, you got a 5 by 2, and 2 already present from here, and into 5 over 2. And you have to write lower limit, upper limit 0 to 4. Okay, and basically, these numbers, if you're getting confused, I tell you, you can type even directly in calculator or learn math. Okay, this 2 goes always 20 by 3. So it comes this 20 by 3, and best idea before you please simplify as maximum as possible. This 2 to cancel, 5 cancel. I get negative x 5 to power 2. And I believe this is very, very clear. Okay. So I'm going to plug in 4 here and 4 here. So I get 20 by 3 and 4 to power 3 by 2 and 4 to power 5 by 2. This is upper done. Minus, when I plug in 0, it means very clear, it's give you 0, 0. Okay, now I'm going to solve it, and it is a very, very clear 3 by 2 and 5 by 2. If I type in calculator 3 by 2, it is giving us, it is giving us 2 to power 2. What is the 4? 4 is our 2 to power 2 is 2 to power 2 cancel, so I got an 8. So first is coming 8, and 820 times 160. I'm saving my time. Okay. Same way, if I plug in this one 4, it is coming 32. So I think idea is very, very clear. And when I type in calculator, LCM is 3. So it's coming 64 by 3 units square. So this is answer here. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Let's go for question number 6. Question number 6, we have given a sector. You can see a sector. We can see a very clear sector, and this is called arc length. Is very clear. All right, he said that show the arc length is this much. So we have to apply formula S is equal to r theta. Okay, theta is very clear theta, but radius is, I don't know. Radius is from here to here. This is called radius, or this is called radius. But problem, both radii we don't have. So how we can find radius? So I think data is given for this triangle only. So I will work on it. Best technique, I will draw a perpendicular. And let me tell you one thing, students, when and look at this length is x and this length is x. It means this triangle is behaving an isosceles triangle. If two sides are equal, so two angles are equal, and number two, if I draw a perpendicular, it will meet as a midpoint. So this is a midpoint. It means O to A, O to M, and M to A are exactly equals to each other. So I use this triangle, and look at here. So I just draw this triangle here. So I believe, inshallah, you will understand. This is 90 degree, M, P, and this O, this theta. In front of 90, this is X, is called hypotenuse. And OM is target, is called adjacent. And what is adjacent by hypotenuse? Cos theta. So I'm writing here cos theta is, or I can write it OM over X equal to cos theta. But OM becomes X cos theta. Okay, and into 2. Why? Because AM gap and MA gap same. So what is OA turns to be? So OA is equals to what? So 2x cos theta. I am close to my answer. And what is arc length formula? S is equal to r theta. It means r is this, theta is theta, and game is over. So S is equals to 2x theta cos theta. And I believe the point is very, very clear. Let's go for the next plan. And next plan is shaded area in terms of theta and x. So what is the plan? Very clear plan. The big area, I mean full area, is called sector area minus the white part. The white part is a triangle part. So shaded area plan is very clear. I can tell you here, this I show diagrammatically plan. So this is a triangle. I have this kind of thing. Theta, theta, and this gap we know already. Okay. And this is x, and this gap is what? 2x theta cos theta. Sorry, 2x cos, because radius I'm looking for. So 2x cos theta. I repeat here. I think I put all values. Sorry, this is not x. Sorry for that. It's not x. This is a okay. X is a called. This is a radius, and radius we have here. So I'm writing here 2x cos theta. Okay. So radius is very clear, and this is x I picked from here, and this radius I picked, as it mentioned, very clear. What is the formula of sector? Half r square theta. And what's triangle? If two side given and middle angle given, half AB sine theta. I'm going to close my question. Half r square. What is radius is this? So I can write it as 2x cos theta, and theta is theta. So because the angle is theta. All right, clear. And half into a. What is a? X. What is the b? Is this length. So I get a x times 2x cos theta into sine theta. So I hope so. The points are very, very clear up till now. Okay. So let's see how we can complete now only algebra. 2 square 4. I can say 1 over 2 into 4 x to power 2 into cos square theta into theta. Okay, what about this? This 2 cancel out here. And I got x to power 2 and cos theta into sine theta. Okay, so this part is also clear. And let's see how we can complete. This is cancel out. You can say here this 2 will cancel with this 2. Okay, I got 2x square cos square theta. Oh, I think better to write theta before even. So a lot of mix up actually. Okay, minus x square cos theta sine theta. So you can take a common even maximum. Okay, if I take common here, so what answers turn to be? So if I take x square common and cos theta common, so what left here? I get 2 theta minus sine theta. And this is our final form because I don't think so we can do further. And this is our final answer. Yeah, x square cos theta. Let's recheck. Yeah, I think this part is very clear. Okay. Yeah, so let's go for, wait a minute, I missed one thing. Yeah, this is out of 2 cos, 1 gone, 1 left. Okay, so that is why I'm thinking something is mistake. Yeah, I think now it is a clear, and let's go for the next question. First, he's saying expanded, and is a plus b whole square formula. You could, if you look at it, if you remember or not, I just show again what is way. First term square in the beginning, 2 into first term, second term, and second term square. This a will come in first two brackets, it very well, and b go in next two brackets like this. Same formula I'm applying here. So a square plus 2 into a into b and plus b square. So cos is going in first two brackets, sine is going in next two brackets. So that's simple. And I believe this is nothing hard up now. Okay, simplify cos square theta plus 2 cos theta sine theta and plus sine square theta. Okay, now I have done it. He said first expanded. I have done it. Now he says solve this one, 3 solutions. So I'm starting now as given by him. So cos theta plus sine theta whole square is equals to 1. He given us. Is this same? Yes, same. Can I copy the whole thing here? Yes, I can copy. So first of all, the most important thing is that some student, okay, I show you first one other way, then I tell you the right way. Can I start from here? Because cos square plus sine square is 1. Yes, is 1. And 1 cancel out. Okay. I can say 2 cos theta plus sine theta. And this become 1. Because 1 equal to 1. And then 1 cancel out. And we got what here? Sorry, this is a multiply. This is not time. This is not plus multiply because I got from here. Okay. So now I got what? 2 cos theta into sine theta is equals to 0. So space issue, so I have to bring slightly above. Okay, now what to do onwards? This 2 will go under 0, it will finish automatically, so don't waste time. So either sine or cos equal to 0, anyone 0. So I can say sine theta equal to 0 or cos theta is equal to 0. When you take sine inverse, so sine inverse of 0 means what angles we have is 0. Okay, for your knowledge, this is a very important cross. I just write all values. Look at here. Sine 0 is 0. Okay, and sine 180. Wait a minute, radian or pi format? The radian form. So sine pi is also 0. And sine, this is up 1, just for your extra knowledge. And sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Short story, sine is 0 here and sine 1 up and down. Okay. and cos total reverse. So I make a cross for cos. So how total reverse? You can see clearly that cos 0 is 1, cos pi is minus 1, cos pi by 2 is 0, and cos 3 pi by 2 is also 0. So when he asking us same story, what is the answers? I have write 0 and pi. So I'm writing here a 0 and pi. Okay, so I'm writing here what answers we're gonna 0. So 0 and pi. And look at here because we have both answers and range. And but what from here, from cos 0? If I take a cos inverse of 0, in short, I'm asking which angles it's 0. So 3 by pi, but this is out of range. So this is only answers I get from here is pi by 2. So we got a 3 answers. Okay, students, let's go for next part. He said, verify the only solution for the equations for this are 0 and 2. It means I will check all 3 options. So one by one I check and let's see how we can get this answer. 1 minute, please. So I'll check whether theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to pi by 2, theta is equals to pi. I will plug in all values one by one in this equation. So cos theta, I take left hand side and I have to prove 1. Okay, so left hand side, left hand side, and left hand side. So what is that? Sine theta plus cos theta, or cos theta plus sine theta. Cos 0 plus sine 0. Cos 0, I just said you, cos 0 is 1. You can see that. And sine 0 is 0. So it's 1 proved with the right hand side proved. So this is a true. So right hand side is proved. What about pi by 2? Plug in both equations. So student cos pi by 2 plus sine pi by 2. So for your knowledge, cos pi by 2 is 0 and sine pi by 2 is 1. So this 0 and this 1. Ultimately, again, we get a 1 right hand side. Let's plug in pi, and when I plug in pi, so cos pi plus sine pi. The problem is coming when the pi is this minus 1, cos is minus 1, and sine pi is 0. So when I check it, I get negative 1. So it is not matching with the right hand side. So it means we prove that 0 and half pi or pi by 2 are solutions or roots, same story. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. And let's go for next question, B part. It has a connectivity, the previous part, because see, is this is matching or not matching? So have a look, please. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. This is, wait a minute. No, it has a proving part. So next part is connectivity. Okay, now here I take left hand side, I prove right hand side. So LHS. I take LCM, and LCM is very clear, the product of both values. So cos theta plus sine theta times 2 cos theta minus sine theta. Very interesting part. If 5 by 2 plus 7 over 3 comes. My question, can I take 3 or 2 or 3 common? Is something common? Answer is no. So then product of both numbers is LCM. In that situation, 3 multiplies there and 2 multiplies there. I mean, it look like this. Same story here. So this, it multiplies and it multiplies at the other side. So let's try. Sine theta times 2 cos theta minus sine theta. And now this multiply with that. So plus cos theta plus sine theta, put in bracket, times to 1 minus cos theta. Otherwise, chance of mistake. Okay, so this is a whole working. And now see, before I start, a plus b into a minus b. If I multiply them, I get square of a minus square of b. So it means first terms match, these both first terms match, second terms match, signs are opposite. Same story here. First term match, second term match, signs are opposite. So I can apply this same criteria here and saving my time. I'm writing here cos square theta minus sine square theta. And what about the upper part, students? Multiply sine with that, sine that. So I'm getting sine theta into cos theta and sine square theta. This is done. Now same process, cos and multiply with both. Cos ones are cos and cos a square. I get it here. Okay. And then sine multiply with the both. Sine ones are sine, and I get what? Sine theta, and minus sine theta into cos theta. All right. Student, sorry, this is matching, so they cancel out. Okay. And for your knowledge, this sine square plus cos square is 1. You say, why is the minus 1 is there? No problem. First of all, I copy cos as according to the demand of question. Then I copy sine according to the demand of question. Then I from these two values, I take common out and I get negative common. I got sine square plus cos square, and that it is always 1. And down I'm getting what? The problem is that is not the same thing required. Basic one formula we have, that is sine square plus cos square is 1. If I look at it, I want to get rid of cos. So if I want to get rid of cos, so make cos square subject. So sine square will go on the other end, become 1 minus sine square theta. And this value I'm going to plug in here. So 1 minus sine square theta minus sine square theta. Okay, what about this is 1? So cos theta plus sine theta and minus 1 and over. This sine and sine, so negative negative become, because you're not multiplying, I mean, this is just become like minus x minus 2x. So is the right side proved? Yes. So right hand side proved. This part has some connectivity. I want to tell you this has a connectivity with the previous one because left hand side is a totally matching. See, totally matching. So I'm writing say by parts B or what? Yeah, by part B. So left hand side I can remove it and copy because this part is equal to that part. I mean this part. So this part I'm copying in the place of left hand side. So I'm copying cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 over 1 minus 2 sine square theta. And this value is, I'm just copying here, like a 2 times 2 cos theta plus sine theta and minus 1. I hope so all points students are clear. But can I bring this whole thing here? Yes, I can bring. So this is a become negative sign. So look at the small change, I do it. Clear. Now, from this whole break, is this matching? Yes, matching. Can I take common out? Yes. Cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 common out. When I take common out, students, this totally gone, 1 left. This totally gone, so 2 left. And I believe up till here, points are very clear. So whenever the product of two parts equal to 0, so you say what? Either this is 0 or this is 0. So 1 by 1. So cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 equal to 0. And 1 over 1 minus 2 sine square theta minus 2 equal to 0. So this one goes on the other side and it returns to be cos theta plus sine theta equals to 1. What about this one? 2 will go other side. Okay, I'm saving my time and spending some space here. So cross multiply 1 equals to 1 minus, so not 1. So this multiplies the 2. I get what here? 2. 2 on the 2 minus 4 sine square theta. Sine square theta comes this side. 1 goes this side. I got a 4 sine square theta is equal to 1. 4 will divide. I get sine square theta is equal to 104. Okay, this is I take root of the both side. I get two options. Sine theta is equal to, okay, I write both separate, okay. And wait a minute, some space issue. Okay, have a look. What I can write it two parts. I write one I write here and one I write here. Sine theta is equals to half, and sine theta is equals to negative half. So, and I tell you one thing, but take a sine inverse and make sure it is given is pi. So first two quadrants, and for your knowledge, I just make it here, this one cross for positive and one cross for negative. And positive in first two quadrant, negative in next two, third and fourth. Okay, these two out of range because he said 0 to pi. And this is out of range, both are out. And this in range. So when I take sine inverse of half, give you pi by 6. So first answer I'm getting here pi by 6 from here to here. Second is this one. And what is full pi? And this I don't want. So pi minus pi by 6. So I got two answers from here. So I'm getting writing down here. X, so theta is coming from here. pi by 6 and is a 5 pi by 6 because from pi subtract this one. So is a 5 LC 6 LCM. So 5 pi by 6. Now trouble comes only one. What is that? How to deal with this value? We have just done it previously done it. That this equation has two roots only. What? One root is 0 and one is pi by 2. So why we have 7? So theta is coming 0 and pi by 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So we got a 4 answers. Okay. So 4 answers we have done it. So Alhamdulillah. So question is over. Let's go for next. Question number 8. How we can do question number 8? Okay, first of all, I tell you, if you want to see that normal pattern of sine curve is what? Normally of sine pattern. Normal way of sine graph is this one. It goes this first up, then it goes second, this is third part, and then fourth part. Normally in 2 pi we have this pattern, okay, in 2 pi. But thing is here what he said, and that is only possible when you have a sine x comes. I mean 1x comes, sure. But if we have here, not 1 comes here, half comes here, half, 1 by 2. So, student, what happens then? Then graph will, will become, because 2 pi is coming. So this graph, look, I'm showing again 2 pi, but it will become this and it will come this. So it means this sine, if I have a half x, this is called number of cycles. One cycle is this one. If I have a half, it's called half cycle. Okay. And if I have a quarter, like 104, then we have a 1 quarter. You see, I can show you. Is it again 2 pi? But this time I get this is called quarter part. See, 1 quarter, second quarter, third quarter, 4 quarters. So we have 4 quarters always. So we get this kind of graph. So this graph you can see here. And this is called x's. This is x's. This number is x's. So 3 is this actually 3. This value is 3. Okay, this 2 is amplitude. If we add is 2, you got a peak value. There's a peak value here. Okay, there's something because this is 3.1415 plus 2, so 5.115. So this point is clear. But what is said, sketching the inverse part. So how to get a sketch one inverse part? First of all, this pi and this pi equals to each other. This is a point. So I will take a scale and draw it here. You can ask me, so why are you drawing this line, sir? What is the logic behind? Logic is very clear. Whenever function on f inverse come, they are always reflection of each other in the middle line, y equals to x, always. So now how to make it? How to make it? This point of intersection is here. Okay, where is a reflection of this? So check please, it's a reflection is somewhere here. Okay, and how comes slightly below the pi? It means this point. This point. And what is this point? Reflection is going somewhere here. This slightly here, so it means this point. Okay, this, let's start a graph sketching. Okay, and keep your eye here and here and see bending, the curve bending. So let's start. So this kind of curve, I get it. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe you got a point. And this is called f of x. And this is called f inverse of x. And you see every point is reflection in the ly line. Okay, always fixed rule we have. Now let's see expression of inverse. So nothing hard. So start with the y. And basically, you know, students, what is the basic criteria for this kind of question? We have to make an x subject. So first 3 will go there. These 2 multiplying, so divide there. Sine will go on the other end, becomes sine inverse. Okay, this 4 dividing 4 multiply there. So switch the side. So x is equals to 4 times 2 sine inverse and y minus 3 over 2. Now I'm writing interchange. Interchange means what? I mean, interchange means x become y and y become x. and I'm going to finalize my answer. Sine inverse y is x minus 3 over 2. And now this is called f inverse. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. So 4 times to sine inverse x minus 3 by 2. So I hope so the point is very, very clear and we have done it. So let's go for next plan. C part. He's saying in this question, let me read. Yeah, this is given. Okay, and wait a minute. So what is saying here? So he said negative 2 pi to 2 pi. Actually, this is 2 pi, and we are going back negative 2 pi. And you know it, students. So he said sketch the complete graph, and hence explain whether the function is inverse exist or not. As I show you here, so these graphs are, if we have this, so naturally, same we have a reverse. I mean, reverse means what? So this way and that way. So now this is in case we have a 1x. In case we have this, so we have this kind of thing, half pi. If we have this quarter, so we have a quarter means stop here. There's a 2 pi, negative 2 pi. I believe you got a point very clear. So it means I will make it to what this point is ending 2 pi, okay, and this point, right? Slightly above 3 pi by 2, okay. Or you can say that how much gap from here, do you see how much this gap, same gap below, because this is always the middle line. So I think I can tell you one thing, how much this gap, or I can plug in the values, even negative 2 pi, but this I have a place in the place of x, I will get a value even, but I think I can find without that any working. So thing is that this slightly, this is a two boxes confirm, okay, slightly below and slightly above, okay, this is a point is slight, this you can see 1 minute, you see this one, okay, all right, clear. So it means this gap, and this is okay. So in the same story I have to make it, so two boxes complete, so two boxes complete means somewhere here, and then we have to go for further. So I think so it is a somewhere here, but for sake of just clarity, I just to plug in 2 pi there. So look, I'm putting here 2 pi. Please convert your calculator in radian mode, okay, and then you plug in 2 pi, okay, in negative 2 pi, sorry, not positive 2 pi. So I'm typing and make sure calculator must be in radian mode. So 3, this is a 2, sorry, this is a 2. 3 plus 2 times 2 sine and 104 times 2 negative 2 pi. And it giving us 1, short 1. And short 1 is getting value. Where is 1 actually? Pi by 2 is, if you check at the pi by 2 is value is 1.57, the 1.57, okay. So 1 is where? So this is a 1.57, so so 1.5, this is 1.57. So I want to find where is a 1, okay, okay. So what is method? 1, we can find it because this is a pi by 2, and pi by 2 is actually equals to what value? Let me tell you. 1 pi by 2 is actually 1.57. Okay, I want to find a pi, so it is giving us a value from here. So I think pi divided by 2 into wait a minute, yeah, divide by 1 pi, so it's coming half box, so it is coming half box. 1 minute, check again. Pi by 2 is equals to, or we can say that boxes, better to write boxes, okay, we can find easily. So pi by 2 is equals to 2 boxes, and I want to find that where is 1 is coming, how many boxes, okay, okay. So it's coming pi by 4. Pi by 4 is giving us 178. Anyway, okay, we can make it rough here. It is coming approximately. at this level. Okay, and I make it clear graph. Okay, wait a minute. So this is graph coming slightly above. Okay, slightly above. Okay, I make it again, and I think so here because sketch, so not a big problem here. So that's it. And now you know what is called a horizontal line test. I write a word from you for you. Horizontal line test. For example, this curve, if I draw a line cutting the 2 points, so it is not one-to-one function. If not one-to-one function, inverse never exists. Okay, if make it here cutting again. So, but if I have a this kind of curve, this, or even this, if I'm cutting how many points? It's cutting one spots, one spot. It means it is a one-to-one function because one-to-one function inverse exists. How many ways I can cut it? It cut the curve one time. So it is called. It is because it is as it is 1 to 1. So inverse exist. I think the idea is very clear. Let's go for the next part. What he's saying here, describe fully the three transformations for it, which could combine. Okay, so three transmission for sine. Sine was the actual question and is shifted on this graph. So sine is shifted to what is 3 plus 2 sine 1/4 of x. So what is the method to start? He said that combined transmission 3 we have to answer 3, and he mentioned that make clearly order in which the transmission. Okay, number one, we always start from this value and then we talk about this, and then at the end we talk outside. Number one, what is this inside? Make sure the inside is always is stretched parallel to x-axis. Okay, in the bracket, whenever in the bracket come, it is called stretch parallel to x-axis. But if outside multiply coming, is called stretch parallel to y-axis. So 1/4 representing what? Stretch parallel to x-axis. And scale factor, you know, students, is always reciprocal. 1/4, it becomes 4. All right. So x-axis always reciprocal, like, okay, but the y-axis never reciprocal as it is. So the second one is what you can say here. Okay. So second one is a stretch also, but stretch is not parallel to x-axis, y-axis. All right. And so I'm writing y-axis. And scale factor is this number. So 2 directly I can write it. No need to any change. Last one, final one, the outside. For let me tell you, if something adding in the bracket here, adding is called translation parallel to x-axis. Okay. And translation I'm saying. And outside adding is called y-axis, called translation. Okay, you can say 3 units up. Okay, or by column vector 0, 3. Both are correct because it is going 3 units up. It means 3 box up. Okay, so diagram will move 3 box up. So I think idea is very clear. Let's go question number 9. Second term of GP is 16. So T2 is equals to 16. Sum of infinity is 100. Sum infinity is 100. So what is the formula of GP, students? So formula is Tn is equals to A r to power n minus 1. And this 2 means plug in every n by 2. So T2 is equals to A r to power 1, plug in 2 minus 1, I got a 1. And T2 is what given by him is 16. So I'm replacing here 16. Equation 1 done. What is some infinity formula? Formula is F infinity is A over 1 minus R. 100 is coming here, so 100 is equals to A over 1 minus R. So I have to find first term only. R is not required. So first of all, cross multiply 100 times 2. 100 is multiplying with that. So 100 minus 100 R is equals to A. So this is equation number 2. So I think I can plug in this A value here. So put in 1. So 16, so when I plug in this whole thing here, right, students, so I'm getting what? So 16 equals to 100 minus 100 r times 2 r. So 16 is equals to, I can continue. So 16 is equals to 100 r minus 100 r to power 2. Okay, so I'm getting what here, students? Rearrangement r square. So minus 100 r and minus 16 is equals to 0. So I think this point is clear. So if I apply the quadratic formula, so students, what I get is show you negative b plus and minus b square 4a into c by 2a. And I got two answers, 4 upon 5. And second answer, I'm getting 1 upon 5. And if I plug in both values here, 16 is equal to a times 2r. Again, 16 is equal to a times 2r. So a is becoming 80 from here, and this is 4. So 4 tens are 20. So 20 come from here. So we got two answers of a. Okay, make sure we have two answers of r as well. Okay, we'll use later on maybe. Let's move on next. This is done. Let's go for next question. And what is the next question we have? Show that nth term of the two possible geometric progression is equal to 4 to the power n minus 2 multiply the nth term of the other geometric progression. So we have two GP, you know that. Okay, I take this R and A and R and A. So let's say first option. If R value 4.5 and A value is 20. If R value is 1 upon 5, A value is 80. You can see the top I took from here. Okay, now let's see how we can complete. So first of all, I'm going to show you geometrical progression. Okay, so Tn. So what is the method of Tn formula? You know, is very clear. A r to power n minus 1, and same formula here, a r to power n minus 1. Okay, I plug in a value 20 and r value 4 upon 5. Okay, and same value here, a value 80 and r value 1 upon 5. Now there is one similarity only. I have to show this one multiplied format. There's only one thing common between them, 1 by 5 and 1 by 5, but this 4 is extra. So I will do what, student? I will make it this 4 to power 1 minus separate and this 5 to power n minus 1 separate. Okay, or I can write it 4 to power n minus 1 separate, and here I write same 1 over 5 to power n minus 1. Okay, this is a Tn comes from here. Okay, and same approach here, Tn and Tn I reach here. So I think I have to give a name, N1, N2, better, N1, N2. So Tn2 is what? 80 times 2, 1 over 5 and power n minus 1. So I think it's very clear. I can do one thing. I can divide them. Okay. When divide them, I can get it easily. Yes, I can divide it. Bigger values is here, so I'll write this up. And this is smaller, I'll write down. So, okay, just a minute. Let me check what is a possibility. Or because for n minus 2 is my target, which is available some extent here. So I keep this up. Okay. So Tn1 up, Tn2 down. So on this down, okay, keeping down. And there's a whole thing, keep it up. Look, I'll show you. 20 times 2, 4 to power n minus 1 into 1 over 5 to power n minus 1. And say this is going down, 80 times 2, 1 over 5 to power n minus 1. This is a completely cancel. This 0 cancel, and I get what here? 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So I'm getting Tn1 and Tn2 equal to 4 to power n minus 1 over 4. And this 4 is a power 1, it goes there, become like power n minus 2. Alhamdulillah. It goes there and we have done it. So proved, because he was asking us that prove that nth term of the one is equal to this, multiply the other one. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, that. Question number 10, equation of circle is given by him is this, a line is given as a tangent to circle, all right, and and P point is mentioned. So show that one value of A is 4, so A4, okay, and 4 and 3, I just, okay, I show you like this. This is center, actually A for A and 3, okay, or I can write, because these numbers are centers only, and tangent is this one is a gradient tangent. So I take it, for example, this is a line of the tangent, I take it somewhere here, okay, rough idea made it, okay, okay, there's a positive because half is positive, I taken just like this, I'll make it this line also, but I have taken this way. So what is this line? Y is equals to half x plus 6. All right. Okay, then what is the plan? Find set of possible values of A is 4 and find the other one. This is a tangent word is there. You remember, students, what we do in when we have a concept, this one come tangent or not tangent or cutting 2 points, so we have three, you know, the discriminant concept. So I will first of all y equal to y, rearrange, find ABC, and then apply disk formula. Disk formula means b squared minus 4ac, less or more, whatever, you know the situation. So let's start. So first of all, y, this y value, I'm going to substitute here. So I'm writing here x minus a whole square, and y value is half x plus 6 and minus 3 to power 2 equals to 20. Actually, this value plug in here. So after this, and here half x plus 3. Okay, now I have to expand it. First term square, you know, squaring identity. First term square minus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. And same story here, first term square, maybe some space issue. So I'm writing it below here. Okay. All right. So let's see how we can complete. First term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square and equals to 20. So this is becoming x square minus 2ax plus a square. Here I'm getting 1 over 4x to power 2. These 2 to cancel out, I get plus 3x only. And 9, 20 comes on this side. I can save my time, equal to 0. So this is becoming 9 positive, and I'm getting negative 11 actually. Negative 11. Out of 20, 9 gone, so 11. So now, what is method? This for 1 by 4 and 1, I get a 5 upon 4. Take LCM, you know. So because 1 plus 1 over 4, some student, if you don't know how I got it, 5 upon 4. So, and this, x common out, I got negative 2a and plus 3. All right, 3 before, negative 2a later, no issue at all. So a squared minus 11. Okay, now I'm going to do what I'm going to do, applying formula, and according to situation, b squared minus 4ac equal to 0. So when I apply it here, students, so let's see. So b is what? 3 minus 2a whole square. A value is coming from here, 5 upon 4. C value coming from here. So a square minus 11. This 4 cancel out, and I got here I have to expand it. So again, squaring identity, first term square, 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. And here I got negative 5 into that. Negative 5a square and plus 55 equals to 0. Okay, after this, what is a plan, student? This is a 9 minus 6 to a 12, a and plus 4a square, and this minus 5a square and plus 55 equals to 0. Okay, these two values, if you simplify, negative a square, negative 12a, 55 and 9, if you add, you got 64. Okay, and 64, I get it, multiply by minus 1, make the all values positive, main values positive. 64. So 12, I can so yes, 16 4 64, 16 and minus, or you can apply quadratic formula if you're getting issues. Okay, I'm getting a plus 16 and a minus 4 is equals to 0. And I got two answers, one 4 proved, and new answer is negative 16. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So I believe this point is very, very clear. Let's see once again. Yes, a is 4 and a, this is coming negative 16. Because he said that, find the first one. Just a minute. 16 and 4. Yeah, 16 4, or just a recheck in no time is, so we're getting 4 and yes, correct. Let's go for next question, next part. Sorry, here for a value, find equation of normal at p. Where's a p? P is this point is p. This point is p. But issue is now we don't have p coordinates. We can find how we can find. Okay, equation, this p coordinates, because we have two a values and we found one a, because there are two tangents, one here and one here. So here a is 4 and below is maybe negative 16 as we just found. So I will plug in this 4 where? I will plug in 4 because I need a coordinates, and okay, and center of circle we need as well. Okay, I think no need of coordinates, we can work without it because half is graded. What is the grade of this tangent? Half. Okay, and what is this line? I'm making good red color. This is 90 degree, you know it very well. This is called normal. How? This is called tangent. This is called normal. Now if I plug in that 4 here, so center become 4 3, and this equation grade we have, we can find it because this blue line is a half, so this become what? Negative 2. So use negative 2 and use this center. I can find easily negative 2 and center. So what point again I got? Negative 2 and center is 4 3. Now I can find equation of the normal. And what is the formula? Y minus y1 equals to m normal times 2x minus x1. And y is 3, normal is negative 2, and x minus 4. So we got negative 2x and plus 8. And finally, I'm getting what here? And finally, I'm getting here negative 2x and plus 11. Just repeat again, the grade of tangent I have actually have, and normal I got how? By negative reciprocal. All of you know, flip, because 1 by 2, if you flip it, 2 goes up, 1 comes down, and there plus become minus. The sign always changes. So that is the reason I got negative 2 by 1, or is a normal actually. And this is a logic I got this one. I hope so. The point is very clear, and this is a, we have done 4 marks. For a value 4, find equations of two tangents of circle which parallel to normal. Very interesting. That parallel to normal. So let's start. I think I have to copy paste this diagram from here. Okay, copy, and I'm drawing it here because diagram is very, very important to understand. Okay, and he said, read again, find a value 4, it means if center 4 3, and find equation of two tangents which are parallel to normals. Where is normal number 1? This is a normal. Okay, it means I will take a scale and I will draw these two. Okay, I used green color. No, it's not touching. This is a tangent number one, and now this is a, sorry, yeah, tangent number two. And hold on, very important thing I want to discuss, which is very important, because this is a tangent and this is a normal. So what is 90 degree? What is this 90 degree? What is this 90 degree? So this is behaving like a square shape, this is behaving like a square shape. All right. And what the question is, that green color line we need to find, both lines we need to find. And that is only possible if I have the coordinates. Let's say this is a given Q name and R name. This is Q and R. If I have the Q and R coordinates, I can find it. Otherwise, very hard. Okay, so I'm going to make this black line. This is a black line passes through that and this one. Okay, this black line is parallel to this line, so black line has a gradient, is a half gradient. Actually, what is my plan of action? I will find black line equation and solve with a circle. I will get a two coordinates, and then I will finish easily. So I'm going to start with the black line, okay? And what is the gradient of that black line? The gradient is given here, half. How I know this blue line and black line parallel, and this means this is okay. So I got a half, and this 4, 3, I use it. So equation is, I give a name RQ line. So equation of RQ. So formula y minus y1 m times 2x minus x1. So 2 multiplies there. I got 2y minus 6 equal to x minus 4. 2y equal to x plus 2. So I got equation of this black line. Okay, I will solve this simultaneously with the other line, or I can divide this 2 also. If I divide this 2, I get y is equal to half x plus 1. And this equation of this black line, I got it. I will solve it with a circle. With circle equation, we have a circle equation on top here. Okay, and simultaneously, the way I solved here before, this line, that one. Okay, so when I solve it, so let's see what I get. The answer is okay. So first of all, I'm writing equation. So x minus 4 whole square and y minus 3 whole square equals to 20. This equation of circle, I need it. Okay, I'm going to use here. Okay, I'm going to use here. All right. So I'm going to solve it here. So what this value I'm going to plug in here. So I will save my time. I'm going to plug in here. So half x plus 1. So again, this is becoming x minus 4 whole square. And here I'm getting what, student? Half x minus 2. Okay, here expanding x square and plus, okay, and I think so here I can add one extra page because I can't finish easily. Anyway, come back. First term square, 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. Same story here. Okay, so half x square, negative 2 into half x into 2 and plus 2 square equals to 20. Here I got x square plus 8x and plus 16 plus 1 over 4x to power 2. And this 2 to cancel, I got negative 2x and plus 4 and negative 20 equal to 0. Half x is 1, I got a 5 upon 4. So this and this, I got a 6x and 16 plus 4, 20, and 20 when you cancel out, I cancel all. So what is common from here? X common. What left inside? 5 upon 4 plus 6 is equals to 0. So I got to either x is 0 or I get another number 5 upon x, 5 upon 4 plus is 0. So we got 6 will go on the other side and x become what? 6 fours are 20, 24. So negative 24 upon 5. So we get two x coordinates, but question over? No, question is not over because 1 minute, let me check. This is a 6. I think this is a negative or positive. 1 minute, 1 minute. This is oh, this is a negative sign. This is a mistake of mine. This is a negative sign. So this is a negative sign. So this is negative. So this become 10. This is only mistake. I've done it. Okay, in a hurry. So this I got a negative 10x. So negative 10x, because negative 2 negative is negative 10. And this I get ultimately what? I get a negative 10 and 10 goes there. First I'm writing here negative 10 equal to 0. 10 is there. And 4, this is becoming what? This is becoming 8. So we got two x values, so x0, and now we got two y values, okay? So I'm going to make it here. So when x is 0 and when x is 8, I need both y. I can plug in this also, half x plus 1. Okay, so half x plus 1, and let's see. Okay, so when I plug in 0, so I got a 1. So point becomes 0, comma 1. So this is a 1 point. When I plug in 8 here, for the 4 plus 1, 5. So I got 8, 5 comma 8. Sorry, 8 comma 5. So I got two answers. 2 points are very, very clear. Okay, and it means one is R, one is Q. Okay, one is R, one is Q. I've given this R and this Q. Now I'm looking for points are very clear. Now I'm looking for green line equations. You know, green line is parallel to this red line. There's a negative 2 gradient. So negative, it means green line also has a negative 2 gradient, and this also has negative 2. So negative 2, both grades are negative 2. So what is the equation of normal number 1? I'm writing y minus y1 equal to m times 2x minus x1. So I get negative 1 equal to negative 2x, and ultimately I got what? Negative 2x and plus 1. This is equation number 1. Same approach here. Y minus 5 equals to m times 2x minus 8, and y minus 5 equals to negative 2x plus 16, and y is equals to finally negative 2x and plus 21, equation of second normal. So you have seen that Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, that we have done both equation of normals. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So these two green color lines, uh, actually how tough was how to get a PR and Q coordinates. That was tough only. Let's go for question number 11. He's saying positive constant K is, and we so find differentiation. So it's very easy. This constant multiplying outside untouched. What is root value half? Half comes down, and from power half you reduce 1, because from half we will reduce to LCM, it's becoming negative half. So negative half. And base remains same, times 2 base derivative, that is what? I get a 4 plus 0, because 1 has 0, 4x become 4. And what is x derivative? 1 and 5 has 0. So simplify, this is negative half, I must bring in denominator, but 2 ones are 2 twos are. I got 2k over square root of 4x plus 1. How? Because negative goes in denominator, become positive half, and this is differentiation done. So what is he's saying further? Okay, further he's asking for next part, find x coordinates of the stationary points. So it means I have to go for what? Derivative 0, because whenever stationary point we put in 0 here always. So 2k over 4x plus 1 root and minus 1. We need x coordinate to find, students. So how to find x coordinate? So you can see this one. So first of all, 1 will go this side. Squaring both sides, and square both sides. Square of 1 is 1. Square of 2k is 4, 2 power k to power 2. And square of this give you root gone. Cross multiply 4x plus 1 equals to 4k to power 2. And what is saying here, x coordinate in terms of k. So this bring 1 on the other end. And then I will, this 4 divides. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I think you got a point clear. Okay, this is done. So let's go for next part. He's saying if k value is 10.05, find equation of the normal, the curve, and where the tangent is. There's a very interesting part because he mixed up two things. He said find equation of the normal to curve. It means normal to curve is our target. But what is given? Given part is that tangent makes angle tan inverse. Before I start, I tell you one formula. What is that formula? Whenever any line makes an angle theta and this gradient, so we have a formula. What is that formula? Tan theta is equals to gradient. This is a formula fix we have. Okay, or I can say opposite, that m is equal to tan theta. So if tan goes this side, so it becomes theta. So theta becomes what, students? Tan inverse of m. So short story, if you compare this with that, so what is 2 called? Is a gradient. It means that the tangent gradient, he said the tangent makes angle this with the x-axis. So I just make a rough idea. I believe inshallah you understand. So 2 gradient, okay, is 2 gradients of the tangent. So this is approximately, I make it, this is a 2 gradient. Okay, and this is a 2 gradient. It has 2 gradient of tangent, and he said that, and he said normal, and all students know that normal is always making 90 degree. Okay, I repeat again, this is 90 degree. Okay, all right, so actually the curve is approximately I make it there's a curve, a diagram, only rough diagram, no need to make it accurate. Okay, this kind of diagram you can make it, rough idea. Okay, so this is actually given by him. This is given by him, the tangent making tan inverse of 2. So this was a tan inverse of 2, which I taken equal to theta, and I brought tan inverse of this side, and it is a gradient. So there's a 2, and if this blue line is a 2 gradient, what is the black line? Naturally negative 1 over 2. Logic very clear. If gradient is a 2 comes of tangent is 2. How to find normal? Actually, 2 means 2 by 1. So 1 goes up, 2 goes down. So, and this is it's called reciprocal. Here plus, here become minus. This is called negative reciprocal. So gradient of normal becomes what? And what is asking for? So he's asking for that, find out equation of the normal. Okay, gradient of the got it, but point is missing. How to get a point? Because point without we can't use, but 10 k is 10.5, 10.5. So k is 10.5. Okay, and I can use in 10.5. Wait a minute. Yeah, exactly. Because we talk about the tangent gradient, so by default, so I will use differentiation formula. This formula I'll use, okay? And I will keep it here gradient, and I can find easily x. So tangent gradient is a, 2, I can find. So this formula, I will take it. Okay, and paste. You know why I use this, students? Because I'm looking for the coordinates. If we don't have a coordinate, how we can find it? So this, and by default, can I put normal gradient in this field? No, never. When we differentiate, by default, we get a tangent. So put 2 here. In this way, I can find this coordinate, this point. Okay, this point coordinates I can get easily. So let's try to solve it. And but before I start, k value is given by him is 10.5. So I'm copying here 10.5. So 2 times to 10.5, and 2021 is coming. Now this one goes there and become a 3. Okay, 3 is equal to 21 over 4x plus 1. Cross multiply 3 times 2, root of 4x plus 1 equal 21. 3 will divide, I get 7. Squaring both sides, I get 49. If 1 goes there, 48. And 48 divided by 4, I get 12. So x value is coming 12. Okay, if x value is coming 12, students, so it is very clear. It means that I got a x value 12, y is missing, and that y value I plug in a top equation here. So y is equals to k times 2 root of 4 x plus 1 minus x and plus 5. And this equation I need to use there. Okay. and I'm going to use here because I'm looking for y coordinate. So when I plug in 10.5 here and 4 times to 12 plus 1 and minus 12 plus 5. And if I solve this one, I get what, student? It is coming, if I type in calculator, I'm getting here 133 by 2. Okay, so it means x and y value. So I got what point, students? 12 comma 133 by 2. And the gradient of the normal I have already, that is negative half. So I use negative half. So what is the formula? Y minus y1 m times 2 x minus x1. So I think I can multiply whole equation by 2. I get rid of this 2 minus 1 and 2y minus 133 equal to minus x plus 12 and 2y is equal to minus x and plus 2 plus 5 145. So yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, just recheck it, but because it's correct. Any question of the this is normal. Okay, what a question he asking? Check again. Find equation of normal at that point. Okay, and I hope so. The point is very clear, and paper is totally completed. Alhamdulillah.